Welcome to my Ascot Champions Day preview. I've got a couple of shorties. They weren't short when I backed them, but we're just going to go through the whole card. I'm going. Got me tickets. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm just going to go through it. I've got down some notes, so I might be looking down a bit. But let's get to it. Race 1. I'm all over Trawlerman, but I won't be backing him on the nose at 1 to 2. I'm waiting on him for a bit of money. Been doubling him up. Obviously, Ascot Gold Cup, he won. Got great form at the track. He's beat Sweet William and Al Kareem this season. I think it was both at York. He beat them both. I do think it's interesting with Stay True. Obviously, third in the ledger. Looked like it was going to win it at one point. Travelled really well. He's in the race. I'm imagining Sumion will be on him. And then I think it's Saratoga's been left in the race. I reckon that'll be as a pacemaker. But Trawlerman normally goes forward. So I think it'll be interesting to see who leads. So does Al Kareem, actually, as well. So I think Stay True could be like a problem. But I think Trawlerman, he's the best stayer in there. Great form with Kyprios. I think he just wins. Race number 2. I wasn't too sure who to go for this race, but I've gone for Sir Albert each way, 10 to 1. Andrew Balding horse. It's been improving quite well this season. So it's been stepped up to 7 furlongs, and it's won all. It won 2, and then it come third at Doncaster. I want to say it was. And that was to Hankilo. I butchered that name, but Hankilo. Carl Burke trained. He was only half a length off him that day. And Hankilo since went on to win last weekend a Group 3 at Newmarket. Division 1 at York in a listed as well last weekend. Could be an each way play. Brussels, I'm not sure if he'll run or not, but if he does, I think he could be a danger. Words of Truth, I'm not too keen on. I think he's 4th on debut and he's won the last 3, but I don't know. I just don't. I'm not getting good vibes from him. So Sir Albert each way at 10 to 1 for me in the second. Then in the third, there is the sprint. I've gone for Kind of Blue each way at 8 to 1. Great form at the track. He's won 2 out of 3 here. He won this race last year as well. I think Daniel Muscat's on board. Rafnan have got 3 runners. Lazat, Kind of Blue, and I can't remember the other name, but Oisin Murphy's on it. It's Andrew Baldwin trained. He's been improving this year. Kind of Blue. If his first 2 starts, he was really bad. Just didn't do much at all. But since then, I think he come third at the Curragh and then 2nd at Haydock to Big Mojo, where he beat Lazat in that sprint. Obviously, last time Lazat was at Ascot, he beat the track record, which was very impressive. But I think Kind of Blue, he has a good chance. He's won 2 out of 3 at the track. I like him. So I've gone for Kind of Blue each way, 8 to 1. We'll take that. Hopefully we'll get a few places, like 5 places, maybe 6 at Skybet. They're normally generous with places. So race number 4 is the Fillies and Mares. I've gone for Estrange each way. I got him at 5 to 1. I believe he's 7 to 2 now. Or 3 to 1. But I got him to 5 to 1 when he got scratched from the arc. I backed him. So I've got him at 5 to 1 each way. So top 3, money back. No worries. He'd won 2 out of 3 this year. He was behind Mini Hawk in the Yorkshire Oaks. Apparently he didn't have his ground that day. But bear in mind he was giving Mini Hawk a lot of weight. So I don't know. Kalpana, I think it's a danger here. I'm dreading Kalpana, but I think Colin Keane will be on him. And to be honest, I don't really rate Colin Keane when he comes over. I think he's good in Ireland, but he's gotten a lot of trouble in England. So I think Danny Tudhope's on this strange. So we'll have to see how that goes. But it's strange for me each way, 5-1. That's mine. Hold on, I need to turn my page. There we go. Alright, race 5 is the Queen Elizabeth, I believe. I backed Rosalian at 10-1 each way after he comes second in. Can't remember the race, but it was a race in France. He's now 7-2, so he's been absolutely tonked in. Obviously, if you watch horse racing, you know Rosalian. He's hitting the post all year. It's gutting, but I think he does well at this track normally. Obviously, probably should have won the Queen Anne, but he got outplayed by Dockland, who I think has a great chance. He's never been out the top 3 Docklands at Ascot. He absolutely loves this track, so he could have a good chance. Obviously, Field of Gold is a main danger, but he's not run for 60 or 70 days, I believe. Since Goodwood, it wasn't, where he come up lame. But I think if Field of Gold's not fit, resigning, if he gets a better start, he could bolt up. Obviously, Fallen Angel as well, if he runs, is a danger. He's been very impressive this year. I think he's won 5 on the bounce, I think it was. I remember he won in Curragh, and then he won at Newmarket the weekend. He destroyed the field at Newmarket, but it didn't look a very strong field, to be honest, on paper. So hopefully Rosalian at 10-1 each way. That anti-post slip can come in. Race 6 we move on to. I'm running out of time, but race 6, obviously the Champions Stakes. Ombudsman, obviously Delacar got the better of him in the Eclipse, and then a very weirdly run race in York for the Juddmonte. Saw Ombudsman win. I think it'll be good to see a rematch. I'm looking forward to it. I think the danger is Calandagan. I think it'll be one of them 3 that win. Calandagan he won the King George. That's when he was last seen at Ascot. Pretty sure that's run over a different track. I might be wrong. But there's only one horse that's won the King George and the Champions Stakes. And it was like 60 years ago. It was either 60 or 16. I saw it on Instagram earlier. Just a fun little fact. Obviously, Calandagan, I think he was second here last year, where he had to wait for a run, and then he got a run, and then Amat come through and nicked it, but he's been retired, so I'm with Delacour, actually. I backed him as soon as he won the Irish Champions Stakes at 13-2 each way. He's now 11-4. But I think he's got a good chance. The only problem is O'Brien has never won this race since it's been changed, and he's had 25 runners. So something's got to change, but it's his last run before retirement, so that'll be interesting. So yeah, Delacour each way, 13-2. Obviously, don't do me each way, 11-4. Right, I've got 40 seconds. Race 7, I'm on Crown of Oaks. I'm going to do each way at 7-1. He absolutely bolted up last time here under Kieran Fallon at Ascot. He won by 6 lengths, and then he went over to the Curragh, where he found a little bit of trouble in running. And he was a bit disappointing, to be honest. He come third that day, but I think he's better than that. Tom Marquand gets the saddle. I think he's got a good chance. I'm running out of time, but thank you for listening to me for my Ascot preview. And I hope you back some winners and be sensible with your betting. Thank you.